Namaste, gods, goddesses, and emissaries of light. This is Dr. Shreya Tayen. And if you are new to my channel, please like, subscribe, and do not forget to hit that notification bell so you can be updated on my latest and my current videos. Welcome, everyone. I want to talk about something that it's really going to shift and change your paradigm. It is really going to kind of like be a tire moment for many of you. I am going for the jugular vein on this one, okay? And at the end of this, some of you may feel like you have vertigo because it will make your head spin. This is a discourse for many of you that are Patreons and pioneers of my channel. You guys are used to my discourses, and I have gotten really good feedback over, time with the discourses that I've released. Let me take a deep breath, you guys, because this one hits close to home. As I am speaking to you, I am really talking to myself as well. There was a story. This story is really the reason why I wanted to touch bases on the particular situation. There was a woman who wrote on a blog, what should she do? Because her husband is grieving a loss of a co-worker that she found out after 2 days of her death was his side mistress. Now, her husband told her that he needed some time so he can properly grieve this woman's death. Not only to mention, they found out that she was 6 weeks pregnant, and they didn't know if it was her current husband, because she was married to, or this woman's husband's child. So the woman asked her husband, do you think that we need to go to marriage counseling so we can get through this? He said, no, I don't want to go through marriage counseling with you, but I'll go to a grievance counselor. So, not only did she have the heartbreak and the heartache of just finding out that the reason why her husband was acting weird over the co-worker dying, and he also quit his job too, you guys, because he said he was traumatized. You think? He quit his job. They have children. They are a family. He put this mistress even before his own wife and kids. So her question is, what should she do? Okay. First and foremost, we need to quit putting our abusers' feelings and emotions above our own. How many of us women, and men too, this is universal, how many of us, let's start with that. How many of us have been so hurt by our partners that even in their time of bereavement, we put our own feelings to the side and we cater to theirs. And we start licking their wounds instead of our own. My hand is already up. Okay? My hand was up when I was asking the question because I know I have fell victim to those circumstances. But when those situations continue to keep creeping into our life, you're no longer the victim. You no longer can put blame or play the blame game and point a finger at the person that's doing it to you, because they're going to manipulate you as long as you allow them to. You see what I'm saying? No more am I or will I even think or contemplate elevating someone else's feelings and emotions above my own, trying to protect their feelings and emotions when they never thought about my own. Quit doing that. Quit being someone's caretaker and wet nurse and nursing them back to health, and then you're drained. Who's going to take care of you? Who's going to look after you? My current marriage taught me to look after myself first, to put myself first, to care for myself first, to love myself first. Who cares about me walking away and how that will break them? Here it is. She is in pain and she is in agony, and she's more concerned about, oh, he's going to grieve the loss of his mistress and his estranged wife. Let him. That's his karma. Here's the thing. Although it is a tragedy, and my heart has the deepest condolence for her family, the mistress family, you get what you put out. Her husband was never going to tell her that he was having an affair, an extramarital affair outside of the marriage. He was never going to tell her. He was forced. God is not stupid. And people think that they can play with the laws of the universe. People think that God, the universe, and the angels are not watching. People just think they can get away with whatever they want to get away with because it fits their agenda. It fits their narrative to their story of whatever reason they feel that they were warranted to wound someone else. If that man didn't love that wife, he should have came to his wife and he should have told his wife he wanted to end the marriage because he found someone else. What was so hard with that? We as human beings, we overcomplicate the most simplest situations. It could all be so simple, but we rather make it hard. And then in our minds, we come up with these cockamamie stories to soften our egos because we have a seared conscience. Our conscience is not morally correct. It's in a misalignment. We don't have any morals, okay? We don't have any values anymore. All we care about is ourself. And sometimes being selfish on that level will cost you. Stop giving the moon, the stars, and the rainbows to somebody who wouldn't even give you a cookie from off the ground. They'll rather crumble over it and walk over it. So you have nothing. Some are broken and don't even need to be in relationships at all. They need to heal. But instead, they go from relationship to relationship, and they keep hurting people because hurt people hurt people. How dare that man tell her he'd rather go to grieving counseling rather than go to marriage counseling, but yet at the end of the day, he was never going to leave her. And that's what he told her. He was like, I was never going to leave you though. I'm sorry, homeboy, you already left. When you started entertaining someone else and giving someone else the time and the attention that was rightfully due to your wife, you already left. And you became just an empty shell. You were just an automaton at that point. Come home, pretend that you're a husband and a father, and then go to work, and you lived a completely different life. So no, I don't know who needs to hear this. I don't know if you are going through this or you've been through this or you can relate. But stop caring about other people's feelings and emotions who don't give a damn about yours. Stop enabling them to continue to manipulate you. Stop giving them the blueprint on how to overstep boundaries because you are too codependent to set them. Anytime someone is giving you less than what you deserve, you should walk away. And if you don't, it is because you lack the confidence to do so. And if that's the case, then you need to go to counseling. She's talking about, oh, should we go to marriage counseling? By that point, I mean, the marriage is over. You are his wife and he's grieving another woman. I'm not saying that people don't make mistakes and that forgiveness cannot happen. It can, but you can't forgive someone who's not sorry. You can't forgive someone who continues to keep hurting you over and over and over again. Based off of this story, even though we don't know these people, you can tell in this storyline that there is a history of mental abuse between this husband and wife, just based off of the response. Now, some would say, oh, well, he could have just said that out of anger, or he could have just said that because he didn't know what to say because he was hurting. Honey, the truth comes out when you're grieving. You can say, I didn't mean it. You can say, I didn't know what to say at the time. But hindsight being 2020, at the end of the day, when it's all said and done, you said it. Once you say words, they cannot be taken back. And the level and the audacity for him to just basically, hey, she didn't say, hey, do you want to go to couples counseling or marriage counseling and maybe on the side, bereavement counseling because I think you need that too. She didn't give him an option. She just said marriage counseling and he gave her no option at all. He counted his own self more dear to himself, not even taking into consideration, what is my wife feeling? What is my wife going through? How does my wife feel about me crying over another woman that she didn't even know about until her death? One thing that I can tell you, as a selfish person will never see what you're going through because they're selfish. They're only going to look at their own circumstances and make a decision based on that. So you do too. You have to do the same. You have to be selfish with your time, with your energy. Matter of fact, get to that point where you're so damn busy that they can't even reach you if they wanted to, not even on social media. They have to book an appointment just to talk to you. Get to that level. Level up from where you are. There's no need for you to sit up there and contemplate how in the hell you're going to sit up there and minimize the effect of someone else's emotions. If you got to hit them blow by blow by blow, let that shit rip. I mean that. I am tired of our empaths, our light workers, our healers, our witches, our yoginis, our shamans, our high priestesses and high priest. I'm tired of us hurting. All because we have good hearts and we let the wrong ones in. Life is about choices. Our souls have pulled us to these experiences, but our souls did not say to wobble and wallow in our sorrow. Our higher selves are pulling us to greater and bigger things. They are coming. That job that you've always been wanting, that is coming. Wealth, windfalls of money. You're going to have so much peace because you're going to have so much money. You're going to be able to do whatever the hell you want to do when you want to do it. Victory has your name on it. Victory is staring you right in the face. Victory is your new address. Victory is your new city you're moving to. Victory is your new country you've always wanted to move to. And some of those that have mistreated you and mishandled you, they're surely going to resent themselves first and foremost. And they're going to regret it. All of the pain, all of the hurt, all of the trepidation, the mistreatment, it's going to come back on them 10 times. Watch what I'm saying. They don't even get a break from the universe to have double. That's not enough for people like these individuals that have wronged you. Not even triple is enough. It won't penetrate because that's just how dark they are. Some of them don't even know they're that dark. These silent agreements they've made and silent pacts they've made in past lives that is planned out in this life. But oh baby, the universal law doesn't care. If a 5-year-old jump off of a 2-story building, they can potentially die. The same thing goes if you're 25 and you jump from a 10-story building. The laws of gravity is still in effect. Life has a perfect accounting system, and it's called karma. You're no one's footstool. You're no one's doormat. Stop taking into consideration how the next person feels or how they would feel if you did this or you did that. Don't even think about them and do you. Okay? Because I know the moment that you think about that person, you're going to try to make it easy. Lighten the blow for them. God is saying, vengeance is mine. Don't you get in the way of these people's lessons. Don't you pick up their karma by trying to save them. Sometimes you can't save a person. No matter how much you want to have that, martyr spirit. Your name is not Jesus Christ. Stop trying to save people. You're not a martyr. Okay? It's time for you to put yourself first. On the other side of you putting yourself first, you are going to be rewarded with wealth. You're going to be rewarded with a windfall. Some of you have people that have passed away that are sitting on money that you don't know nothing about that is about to come into your life, and it's six figures. I'm talking about hundreds and hundreds of thousands of dollars, if not millions. 5 or 6 figures is what I'm hearing. Your blessings is on the other side of the door. Walk through it and close the door and shut it. Make sure you lock that motherfucker. You understand me? On that situation and on that person. And I said it the way I said it because I meant it the way I said it. And I don't take it back. I told you some of my personal experiences tied up in this. There are going to be many people that are going to be hurt because of the way they mishandled you. God is going to place your enemy as a footstool. And I can guarantee you the very ones that hurt you are the ones that are going to need you the most. Because that's usually the way things happen. It's funny how that happens. It's funny how the tables often turn, don't they? You don't know what the Most High has in store for you. Your tears, your sweat, your blood, all of those things matter. Whatever you went through, it was not in vain. All the obstacles are being lifted out of your life at this very moment. All of the doors that was once shut, they are now open. And the windows too. To new opportunities, to new relationships that are very symbiotic and unconditional, unequivocal love. With soulmates, higher level soulmates. With twin flames that are aligned and that are awakened and ready for the journey. Why don't you start testing God? God, is it really true that I'm a twin flame? Where is my twin? Why aren't we in union? Start questioning God. Where's my soulmate? Where's my higher level soulmate? Trouble God. Stop being nice. If you feel that God is on you of a blessing, why are you sitting on it? God, where's my blessing? You said that I should be the head and not the tail. Why do I feel like I'm the tail right now? God, my bank account, it's not even over $100,000. You said that what is true of you is also true of me. God, you have many abodes. Why don't I at least own one mansion? Trouble God. Worry God. But don't beg. Father, you said, Mother, Father God, you said you would give me the desires of my heart. Why don't I have XYZ? What is it that I need to do? What are the steps that I need to take in order for these things to come into fruition? I want my blessings now. I don't want to wait. What's blocking me? Whatever's blocking me, remove that block. Is there anything that I need to do that I have not yet already done? Why are you sitting on your blessings? Why aren't you troubling God for your blessings? Why are you sitting back feeling hurt and having a knife twisted all in your heart because you don't have the love of your life? Is it because you need to forgive someone? Ask God for forgiveness. Lord, I know that this person wronged me, and I really resent this person for doing what they did to me. God, I know that forgiveness is not for them, it's for me. It releases me from the bondage of the chains that hold me tied to this person and this situation. I ask that you please allow me to forgive this person. Not hold anything against this person. Whatever reason for why they did it, it don't even matter. It's already done. So I should journey free. You guys are going to be set free. Because the very thing that's holding you back is forgiveness. Look at this woman. She loved or loves this man more than she loves her own soul. That she's not even asking for forgiveness. She's asking what can she do to make it better. When she wasn't even the one who did the wrong in the first place. Don't you be like that woman. I'm not judging her because I've been that woman before. Never again will any of you allow for someone to misuse you and abuse you, chew you up and spit you out ever again. Lower your standards, lower your self-esteem, your confidence, lower your pride and your dignity for self. And what about your personal integrity for self? What about you standing for yourself? What about you being true to you instead of living a lie? All for the sake of not losing someone who don't give a damn about losing you. I will never, and I mean this from the bottom of my heart, I will never love no one more than I love me ever again. People will hurt you. People will fail you. But in the process of them doing so, doesn't mean you have to allow it. And I have come to the end of this discourse. Namaste.